Well, we're off again to make another video here to put up on YouTube for my clients, friends, family, and a few other people who watch what we do over some period of time. I hope it has some value. I do it, as most of you know, largely to keep the client aware that we haven't gone off somewhere with their deposit money and are playing happily in Belize or South America. But the real object today is to try to point out why you see what you see right now. This arbor top will go onto a 6-foot, actually octagonal with short sides and 4 long sides, 6-foot square pad in a absolutely stunning backyard in a lovely, at our lovely home in Tiburon. The issue that I've been confronted with is one of my own making, and I'm really kind of embarrassed to find out that I didn't take control of a part of the project that I really should have, although I kind of got into this part of it a little bit late, and I didn't wake up until it was too late. Here's the story. You're seeing the legs now upside down. This is the arbor top, upside down, locked down on the floor. Actually not locked down, sitting here and carefully leveled up. And then in parallel, or it's perpendicular, as an old friend used to say, to the legs, which are now being mounted with the use of this jig, which will also become the jig on which the arbor top will rest once it gets to Tiburon and onto the pad. This jig breaks down into 4 separate pieces, but it's 1/4 inch thick, 2.5 inch square steel tubing. It's rock solid. Has screws on the bottom to level it up. So it will give us something to stabilize the top on. The reason we need to do that is that although we projected where we think we want the height of the bars to be, the bamboo copper bars, I think we really need to check that one last time on site with the client, with everybody saying, yep, that's it. And in full agreement, then the legs can be mounted. They are bolted on right here. And then they'll be set in concrete at the other end. But that concrete won't go in until we're satisfied with the height. I have the option still. I made these way too long, well, quite a bit too long, so that I can cut them off to whatever we need to have at least 1 foot, 1.5 feet in concrete, and have it be really, really stable. I'm not too worried about stability because it's not very big and it's not super heavy. There's quite a bit of copper in there, but I don't even think it's 200 pounds. I think it's probably in the order of 130 or something in that regard. The legs will add something to that, but I think just the 4 well-bolted corners will be all of the torsional load factor that we'll need. We're not in a high wind area, not a high usage area, so I'm pretty comfortable with that aspect of it. Anyway, this is partly just to show for my own memory and for the few that might really care, and for the happy homeowner to say, oh, I get it now, I see what you're doing. He's building a boat in his basement. He gets it. He knows that, I'm sure, without even asking, that the complexity of silly little things like this jig, which have nothing to do with whether the boat will float or sail across the seas, but it does have something to do with whether you finish it and get it out of your garage. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm building the things that I need to on a day-at-a-time basis as I discover what I need. Even this bracketry up here, hours. But what else is going to do it? I hadn't figured out anything else that'll make me nice and square and vertical and adjustable, so that I can line this thing up both visually and with a level. Level's not always the only thing. When you're doing something as organic as this, I actually want handwork to be the imperfection leading to the perfection of the look that I really want. Back that up and run that 2 or 3 times. It actually makes some sense. Handwork is in and of itself not precisely perfect, and that's closer to nature, and that's really what I'm looking for. The other thing we'll be doing, I think you can see in the fisheye lens that there are a few leaves added on here on the arbor top. There will probably be a few more on the top. I don't want to inundate it, but I want a nice hint of some bamboo leaves. And you'll see some up and down the legs. Hopefully not too many. I don't want to overblow it, but I'd like to make that statement that this is bamboo and this is what it would be like if indeed we had cut this out of the forest. We really fudged on methods a little bit, mixing Western welding technology, brazing technology with the semi-Asian look of bamboo. We did not do the overlapping tie thing that you would really normally want to see with with true-to-life bamboo structures, and I felt that that was okay. I just took that liberty to make that adjustment. We still have the strong look of bamboo without doing precisely that, which would have added another level of complication that I don't think would have bought us enough. It might have bought us something. I don't think it would have bought us a tremendously different look that would have been valuable. So, I try to keep my videos short. This one's been rambling a little bit. Let's see if this works for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you another time. Cheers.